When the pandemic hit, it was scary. It was scary because we knew what was going to happen to our vulnerable community. When I drive around and I'm going to the businesses and some of the mom and pop shop that we used to go to, we order supplies from there with our different ethnic programs that we provide to our community, and to see them close their door, not able to come in and open their shop to provide services to our community, it's heartbreaking. As a community-based organization, an organization that serves our community of color, especially here in Southeast Fresno, which is one of the poorest regions in Fresno County, the first thing that came to mind is not closing our doors. Because in a pandemic is when organizations like ours needs to open our door, because there's going to be a huge influx of folks wanting services, wanting education on what's going on, trying to understand what the crisis is about. So that was my first reaction, and that was my board's reaction as well, and some of our leaders' reaction is not about, hey, you know what, we're afraid of this virus and let's close our door. No. How are we going to face this virus face on? How are we going to still open our door, protect our people, and provide services to our community? That was the first thing that came to mind because of the amount of services that we provide to our community. Every single services that we have here at the Fresno Center is essential, especially our mental health clinic, our prevention, early intervention, holistic education and wellness center, our welfare to work mental health assessment program, our immigration program. These are essential services that our community continues to need, even more so now in the pandemic than ever. Along that line, during the pandemic, Fresno County, the city of Fresno all came together and were seeking a community-based organization to provide services to the community, such as food distribution, such as contact tracing, such as rent assistance program. I remember the moment we announced that we received some funding to help with rent assistance. We had over 3,000 calls with mortgages, rent payments, utility bills that folks are behind on. And the rent assistance wasn't just an assistance, it was a lifeline to a lot of these community members and clients that came asking for help. With our food distribution through the CARES Act funding from the city and from the county of Fresno, we do a monthly food distribution prior to the pandemic. And now we do a weekly food distribution, and we saw all sorts of families that came through. I'm heartbroken to see that that's happening to our community here, not just in Southeast Fresno, but in Fresno County. A lot of folks are coming. We get folks that are coming from Sanger. We get folks that are coming from Clovis. We get folks that are coming from as far as Madera that are coming to get food. We had folks that are donating money, and these are folks that are unemployed. I just want to express my gratitude to all the folks, to the ones that are unemployed and still giving. They came out and volunteered their time to distribute food. Even though they were fearful of the virus, they came out, they were protected, and they joined us, and we fed our community. During the pandemic, none of my staff took time off. Everybody was working, but the majority of the team was working from home. And then I would say about 10 to 15% of the staff were here on site. Our doors never closed. Our doors were open to emergency. We're open to clients that need help, need assistance, clients that are learning to navigate the system. We had to pivot a lot of the services to online, to Zoom. We had to get equipment for staff. We had to educate and train our staff to connect with our clients in a totally different way because of our community don't have the technology that we use. In July of this year, the Fresno Center was reached out to from Luis Chavez's office in collaboration with the United Health Center to see if we would be a testing site for our community out here in Southeast Fresno. Keep in mind, this was still in the early stage. There weren't enough testing sites going on, and this was a free testing event. So we collaborated with the council member, and we were able to educate, we were able to advertise, and drew a large number of folks to come out and get tested here at the Fresno Center. We had over 300 to 400 community members that came out to get tested. During the testing site, we also had staff here assist in translation, with navigating, and making sure that community members were routed in the right direction to get tested by the essential workers from the United Health Center. I am so proud of my staff. I'm so proud of my board for leading us and making the decision to keep us open. I'm proud of all the folks that reports to me, their leadership, their unwavering support for their team to provide a seamless service to our clients in our community. And keep in mind, we serve over 3,000 clients a month, and we continue to do that. We haven't changed a beat on that. Well, I want to say thank you to our funder who continues to fund us. Our financial support never stop because they know the importance of the services that we do. Our elected officials, our county folks in our Department of Social Services. I'm talking about local funders all the way to private funders, foundations, state and federal government with their assistance in the relief of funding that was given to our county and then our city and then to us, so that we can continue to open our doors to provide the services to the increased needs of our community. I think what I learned from this pandemic is how we can all come together. It doesn't matter, what industry we are in. It doesn't matter what political affiliation we are with. We can all come together for the sake of our community, for the sake of our people, and for each other, our health, and how do we survive? How do we fight this invisible enemy? And it could be anything. And how do we prepare for our future enemy of this magnitude? And I learned that we can come together no matter what. And that is so important. And I've been in so many committees here in the city and the county as well. And the folks that are on that committee are from different walks of life. And we were able to agree that the health and safety of our people is the most important thing. And with that, we can fight any battle in the future. That's what I learned. So regardless, we can all work together. The community came out to help us with our food distribution. The community came out to help us as we pass out PPE equipment to those that are less fortunate. And I just can't express the power of a community like the one here in Fresno.